Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Forex live chart trade recap. You're with Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips. We are today on the pound New Zealand dollar at the whole significant level, institutional price level of 196,000. The day is the 10th of June, which is a Thursday, just before 11 AM during London session. You can see I'm in the trade with a 20 pips stop loss. My best case scenario target 180 pips. So we're looking at a swing trade here of 9 risks to reward. Now, in regards to why I took this, again, we're at the institutional price level of 1.96000. We had a lower time frame entry based off of that. We also then have the 1 hour in a bullish uptrend, and we also have the 4 hour in a bullish uptrend. So we have the higher time frame confluence, the institutional price level, the lower time frame entry, and the time of day being London session, in which this chart has made the low of the day. So that's why we've entered a very high probability setup in that sense. And yeah, best case scenario is the 400% just before the institutional price level of 198,000. Now I'm going to swing trade this because it's a Thursday and there's only 2 days left now of the trading week. So we're going to see if this can go 180 pips, but if not, we will have other exit criterias, such as if it hits the full ADR today, we will exit regardless. If it hits ADR tomorrow, we will take out regardless. However, if the ADR tomorrow is above the 400, then we'll obviously hold out. But ADR getting hit is also one exit criteria. The best case scenario is an exit criteria, and any early exits within the lower time frames giving me reason to exit, I would take that as well. So I've got 3 criterias to exit early if need be. Otherwise, just hit best case scenario. So you can see all the reasons there that I'm in the trade, and you can see in the top left hand side an IC Markets Live 23 cable Kiwi dollar 15-minute chart. So yeah, if you have any questions obviously in relation to what I do, leave a comment below. Be sure to always subscribe for future videos where I do live Forex trades for you to see firsthand how it's done every time, week on week. But until an update, guys, I will see you shortly. Ladies and gents, we're back with another update. You're here with Tyler from Tyler Trading Tips. The time is 4:30 on the Thursday, the 10th of June. We're in the later stages of the New York session, and as you can see, the price nearly took me out. You can see how if we just zoom in, not all my trades are going to be clean, but you can see that when we got our entry and we entered, the pullback itself nearly took me out, matter of about a pip or two. After that, it then rocketed back up, and we're now in the stages of about 2.5 risks to reward. Again, using a 20 pip stop loss, we are currently sitting at 45, so we're just over 2R at the moment for our target of 9R. So yeah, not too bad at the moment. I'm not going to risk free just yet, being as if we go into a new day, we may pull back down, and we also have to be considerate of the 20 institutional level where my entry is pretty much near. So I'll mark the 20 level for you to see, because we got on the whole institutional level. It may come back down and retest the 20 level, which you can see is right by my entry. So we're just going to prepare for that, because we may get a wick and then it carries on up, and then completed trade. So we'll see how this goes, but this is just to show you where we are. We're at 2 risks to reward. We just subtly missed a takeout, and we're going to take it from there basically. But until tomorrow now, I will see you then. Hello there folks, we're back again. It is the following day for this Forex live trade on the British pound New Zealand dollar. It is the 11th of June, which is a Friday, 2 minutes before New York session, and you can see that overnight we did just consolidate. We pulled back, which I was expecting to happen. That's why I didn't risk free, and now we've rallied back to the same position. We're just shy of 5 risks to reward. I've adjusted my target because the ADR of today is before the 400%. I'm only looking to hold this particular trade for today. So whatever happens, whether I'm taking out early or it hits full ADR, that's the last 2 options for today really. But you can see going into the New York session that we are continuing this push upside, so hopefully we can break for a new high of day and then carry on to full ADR and job done. That will make the target in 8.5 risk to reward in 2 days, which is outstanding. And yeah, just to show you where we are now, I'm going to also show you myself risk-free and into profit. As we can see there, I have just risk-free my trade, so I can no longer lose anything, which is fantastic. And yeah, just as we can see here, that high of day, but yeah, adjusted ADR target, and if we do get a lower time frame price action early exit, we'll take that. But we should be able to roughly take about, worst case, I'd say 4 risk to reward, which is absolutely fine. But just to give you an update, I'll update you later in today now, because regardless we'll be out today. But until then, I'll see you soon. Hello folks, we're back again just to give you a current update as to where we are. As you can see, you're on the pound and the Kiwi dollar live IC markets chart on the 15-minute. You can see that it's just absolutely stormed for a new high of the day. The time is 1:15 during New York session here in the UK. So you can see that we're very close now to the full ADR exit. As we can see there, it's a matter of pips now, and I'll mark that up. We're roughly about 30 pips away. Still, if I get an early exit criteria from here, I will take it. Otherwise, it will carry on straight to ADR. And again, I'll repeat myself as well, saying that the reason I'm not going for the 400% is because the ADR is before that. So I either have an early exit criteria on a lower frame to tell me to get out of a trade, or it hits ADR, that's a full close, or it hits my best case scenario, 400%. So I actually have 3 conditional statements, systematic conditional statements, that tell me if this, do that, if this, do that, else do that. So it's 3 types of if statement, if you'd like to call it. So yeah, very close to our pre-condition exit there, and I always advise any system to have an exit criteria, early exit. It will avoid losses and you can still take small wins. That's how you're taking small wins. Instead of allowing your trade to go all the way back to break even and you make nothing, essentially, have an early exit plan, because even if you make 1 risk to reward, 2 risk to reward out of a small win, that's still ticking the account higher for them. When you do get the big winner, the account grows then exponentially and you're then avoiding losses altogether. Okay, so yeah, so that's why I have 3 types of exit, like I say, small exit, ADR exit, or 400% exit. Also want to note as well that I have entered another trade, just a hedge really, from cable NZD, and it is the Australian dollar Swiss franc. I've actually entered the sell at the 6950 institutional half level. I did a 6 pip stop loss and my target is for 33 pips, so that's just over a 5 risk to reward. I'm not expecting this to go to full ADR, that's why I'm not really documenting it as much, but I got a lower time frame entry, did my stop loss, and off it went to the races. Simple as that. I'm currently sitting for this one at 15 pips, so that's way over 2.5 risk to reward. So I've got a small 2.5 risk to reward on this. I'm going to close this position as soon as cable NZD hits ADR, and there's a reason why. There's correlation here. Okay, so we have the pound, which is seeing strength against New Zealand, so that means New Zealand / Australia, which are brother and sister pairs, they're weak right now, hence why we're seeing this sell-off on the Australian side of things. In addition to that Australian pair, if we just go to the 1 hour, you can see that it's been downtrending since last week, and in addition to that, the 4 hour been downtrending since the start of the month, and even further back we can see ever since February. So the higher time frames in terms of the 1 hour and the 4 hour have been downtrending, hence why when we come back to the 15-minute chart at this half institutional level 6950, we have a sell-off, we have a lower time frame entry, and it's plain Jane, simple and plain, really systematic approach. You can see the 400% is after the ADR. We have to bear in mind it is Friday. I'm not going to hold this over the weekend, so the 400% is not realistic. ADR at that point is either realistic or an early exit lower time frame. So I've got 2 conditional exits at this point. Okay, but as you can see, it's still melting. I should be very close to a 3R at this point. So no, really happy with this trade overall. So nearly 3 risk to reward for this one, and this one we're hovering at about 6.5, near 7 risk to reward, way over 136 pips in the sky. So there you go. We might have a live trading setup now that brings you 2 trades and way over a combined total of about 10 to 11 risk to reward. But yeah, it's all down to having a solid entry, stop loss, and knowing where to target, but also having a solid early exit strategy. Can't stress that enough. If you have any questions in relation to early exit strategies, leave a comment below. Subscribe for more live trade videos so you can see exactly how I do the work. But until we now either get an early exit or we hit profit, I'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, and as you can see, I am fully out of these trades. So you can see that I've got an early exit criteria on the lower frames here just before the full ADR, so I took the exit condition there. I'm also consequently out of AUD Swiss franc as well. As we can see here, I'm fully out of the trade as well. That was a 2.5 risk to reward scalp, which was really good as a hedge, and I've taken 7 risk to reward on GBPNZD as well. 7 risk rewards. That brings a total from all of these trades a 9.5 risk to reward. So very happy with that, considering the first AUD Swiss franc took less than a day, and this has taken less than 24 hours for that. So that's why I stress again, have early exit strategies. Either it hits your best case 400%, or it hits ADR, or you get a lower time frame exit signal, and I'd recommend having them conditioned so you can avoid losses or keeping the profit on the table for you. So that's just to show you that I'm out for the week. The time is now just about 2 PM at the peak moment of New York, so no surprise that the exits are coming. There could be a potential turn off. There's a couple of bits of gaps as well to fill, but yeah, overall solid trading video. If you've enjoyed it, as always, subscribe, like, and leave any comments below. But that's me signing out for the weekend. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. All the best.